Okay, the last thing that we're going to talk about is concentration. Now, with the photo section, there's only 10 photos, so really it's not too difficult to concentrate. It's such a short section. But with the question response section, we have 30 questions. And then the next section, the short conversation section, again, we have 30 questions. And then last, the short talk section, we have 30 questions. So these sections are a little long, and a lot of people have problems concentrating until the end. They get kind of tired listening to English for so long. A lot of my students, the first 15 questions, they do pretty good. But then the last 15 questions, not so good, because they're slowly getting tired the more that they listen to the English, and they're losing their concentration as well. Now, I understand this because for me, when I first started studying Japanese or Spanish, I really couldn't listen to, say, Japanese for very long. After 15, 20 minutes, I would start to get bored or tired. I'd lose my concentration. But then after, say, a year or 2 years of studying, slowly my listening ability got stronger, and I could listen for an hour or 2 hours, no problems. Now I've been in Japan for almost 10 years, and I can listen to someone speak all day. Listening ability is like a muscle. The more you use it, the more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. So if now you get tired listening to all 30 questions of the question and response section, don't worry. The more you practice and the more you try, you'll get better, and your listening ability and your concentration will get stronger as well. One more important thing is that we need to understand that sometimes spoken English, English that we use in a conversation, and written English, English that we use, say, with an email, is sometimes a little different. For example, in spoken English, we often use contractions. Contraction is word like he's, or she's, or aren't, can't. But in written English, we often don't use contractions. We'll say he is, she is, cannot, things like that. Probably the most important thing is pronunciation. Often in spoken English, we use slightly different pronunciation. Or, for example, two words like want to. I want to go to Tokyo. In spoken English, we'll say the word as almost one word. I wanna go to Tokyo. Want to becomes wanna. Another example would be last night. Last night I ate sushi. Well, sometimes in spoken English, we say it very fast. We say it like one word. Last night I ate sushi. Last night. Last night. So you have to be a little careful. Sometimes pronunciation is a little different. So when you're listening to the TOEIC CD, a lot of times you'll be kind of like, huh? And if you look at the transcript, you'll be like, he didn't say that, but he did. Remember, spoken English sometimes has different pronunciation. One more example of difference between spoken English and written English is that sometimes with spoken English, we use different vocabulary or different words, more informal words. For example, I would say boss, and maybe in written English, I would say supervisor. There are many different